Hey everybody, and welcome to another MMOFTW. I'm Bill Murphy, here with MMORPG.com, and this is your week of news stories for the week of September 14th, 2014. I was going to say that not a lot happened, but then the ArcheAge head start started and stopped and started and failed and started and stopped and failed. And okay, so let's get into it, shall we? First up, let's talk about that head start. Now, I feel for the guys at Tryon Worlds. Obviously, they wanted this to go smoothly. They're just as pissed as us players are with the current status of queues and the servers logins being down and all that stuff. But let's face it, that's why we had a whole bunch of betas and a whole bunch of alpha testing. We thought that this was going to go smoothly, but at least early on Saturday, maybe later on Saturday, they actually said, hey, guess what? We're getting DDoS'd right now. And so it wasn't just on Tryon. They were getting attacked by somebody trying to do a denial of service. We'll really see how it handles things come Tuesday when the free-to-play players actually get in there too. I'm not looking forward to the queues then on my server, that's for sure. There's also a whole bunch of other stuff going on in ArcheAge. I mean, within just a few hours, pretty much all the land was taken up for houses across the entire world. You will still be able to find a few farm plots here and there for the 8x8 farm plots, and chances are people will start selling their extra houses, or they're just going to not want to pay the massive taxes on them, and you'll be able to get those. But right now, the Great Land Rush was really just kind of the Great Land CF. So I'm still having fun in the game, of course, but I just wish I could have a house already started getting built. That was kind of my whole goal, but oh well. It will just how these things go, right? Next up is Guild Wars 2 Guild Wars 2 news. Colin Johanson took to the forums shortly after the September 9th launch of the feature pack. The feature pack for Guild Wars 2, in case you guys aren't following it, this time really focused on the new player experience more than anything else, which is weird, right, for a game that's 2 years old, to focus on the new player experience, especially when all the current existing players are quite used to the old experience and liked it. So in any case, Colin came on and kind of teased and hinted that there are some really big things in the works at ArenaNet. Whatever that means, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say expansion. But he said the reason they did this was not only for their new players in other territories like China, but also for new players that are going to be coming to the game in the United States and Europe and so forth. So we'll just have to see and take their word for it. I hope there are still some other changes coming to the feature pack, meaning that if you unlock things on one character, they're unlocked on all characters. You don't need to do it over and over again. But I doubt that's really going to happen. I think that might be too hard to engineer right now. At this stage, we're just going to have to take the new starter experience for face value and learn to like it or stop starting characters, I guess. Next up is Will Ferrell. That's right, Will Ferrell is making the news because he's doing a SuperMegaBlastMax Gamer Challenge for charity. He's going to be playing a ton of MMOs and a ton of console games and a ton of, I think Destiny is one of the things he wants to play in order to raise a bunch of money for charity. It's actually pretty cool as we head towards the Child's Play charity event this October to see other celebrities getting in on the action. We're probably going to do something ourselves too. I'm just trying to figure out how to work in a Child's Play charity event for MMORPG because I will be gone the entire time it's going on. I'll be on vacation, so we're just trying to figure that out, so stay tuned. It won't be nearly as funny as Will Ferrell's, but I'm sure it'll be interesting nonetheless. And Destiny. Destiny. Destiny launched and shipped $500 million of game copies on day one. Now that's just shipping. That's not necessarily selling through those console titles, but they did ship a lot, and chances are with the kind of hype behind this game and kind of advertising, they are going to sell all those. Now, here's the real question. Is this the kind of game that is going to stand the test of time, or are we looking at another Titanfall here where it was big hype, big budgets, and then people stopped caring about it after a few weeks? I like Destiny. It's fun. It's a solid shooter, solid little RPG, but it's also very, very devoid of soul and incentive to keep going once you finish the very, very bland single-player story mode. You'll have to take my word for it because I'm not reviewing the title. Rob Lashley will be reviewing it for us, and his review should be up, if not next week, the week after. He's taken his time going through all the content he can, and maybe even getting in on the raid before he publishes his review. So keep your eyes out for that one. And last but not least, we're going to go to Minecraft, another sort of quasi-MMO. Apparently, Minecraft, the company Mojang that makes the game, Notch, the eccentric millionaire that he is now these days, has apparently approached Microsoft to have Microsoft buy Mojang for $2 billion. I don't even know what to say there. Great for Microsoft, but I think Mojang at this point is a one-hit wonder with Minecraft, a very, very large one-hit that it is. And maybe Microsoft is just hoping to secure all the rights to Minecraft, but what do they do when Minecraft is already on PlayStation consoles and everywhere basically, and Apple consoles and all this other stuff? I don't really know. What I will say is that would be terrible for Mojang. If you're a fan of the Minecraft and Notch, the Minecraft, the Twitter, the Facebook, the Minecraft, if you're a fan of this game, I really don't think Microsoft is the company you want buying an indie developer that has managed to stay independent. It'd be like EA buying them. Nothing against Microsoft, it's just not a good fit, unless Notch simply wants out. And wants to go do something else and detach himself from video games. Who knows? But keep your eyes open for that one because that story's still developing, and I'm sure we'll hear more about it in the next week or two. That's it for me this week, guys. If you are playing ArcheAge, you can find me on the Allay server as Begud, Begud. You can also find me on Twitter at @TheBillMurphy. You can find me on the PlayStation Network at Bill Murphy MMORPG if you feel like playing Destiny. And don't forget to follow us as in MMORPG.com on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, all that stuff at MMORPG.com without the dot. Stay tuned for another new MMOFTW next week. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.